2012 was not a defining moment, absolutely not, because the 2015 final to me was seminal in many respects, because after that, Kilkenny as that force were spent, and the retirements that took place out of it, you were never going to replace overnight. Galway remind me in many respects, I guess, of the Roscommon footballers in 78, 79, 80. They won 4 consecutive Connacht titles. They then were progressing a stage further every year until they got to the summit. And Kerry were still in their pomp at the time. When Galway made the breakthrough last year, Kilkenny were gone as that great force. So it's like this thing that we talk about, that each team has its particular time. The time is really good for Galway. It's a superb time for them. To me, I saw at the start of the year as Tip in the main, a stumbling block for them, but obviously they're gone. There's no guarantees in this championship, but I would argue that Galway are levels ahead of Kilkenny now. Do Kilkenny fear Galway? Where I probably disagree with Dennis there would be, I actually think, and publicly I don't think Kilkenny supporters, because they're not used to it, will say they fear Galway. I think they are travelling the weekend, the supporters, with a bit of a dread. Privately.
Off the back of the way they were pushed over in Pearse Stadium, an 8-point defeat where they never really looked like winning that game?
Because I think, Nathan, they rate Galway very highly. Now, I would also agree that Galway certainly are not in the pantheon of where Kilkenny were. Are they moving towards it? They may be very well moving towards a period of dominance. The extreme dominance that Kilkenny held over the championship, no, I don't see that. And the reason I don't see that is because they're so balanced in every aspect. But when you talk about JJ, Tommy, you talk about Owen Larkin, you talk about Henry, particularly 3 of those 4 are 3 of the greatest players that ever played the game. Now, very few teams in your lifetime will ever have that. So I think Galway are superbly balanced. I really think they're a brilliant side. But I would absolutely not go as far as to say, you know, that they're stretching to where Kilkenny were. It doesn't mean they won't dominate. It doesn't mean that. But I do think they'll win the weekend because I think they're very strong, and I think Kilkenny are in transition. There's notable guys there, obviously. Reid and Wally up front in particular have been the mainstay to me over the last 12 months, and he's supplemented them with these young, very, very good guys. But they're certainly not great yet. Greatness has to be earned over a period of time. I think they're good. I think they may be coming, but I think they're coming against the best hurling team in the country.